Good afternoon everyone and welcome to Culver Road, the home of the Sussex County Football Association for today's Sussex John Davey final for Under-16s side. Will be decided between Poets Corner, who look to win the competition for the very first time since they were formed in 2016, and last season's winners in Burgess Hill Town. That final last season was the very first time they won the Sussex John Davey Cup. But first things first, let's bring you the team news. For Poets Corner, in goal is Joe Jelliff. Number 2 is the captain, Harrison Evans. Number 3, Charlie Wilson. Number 4, Oliver Winter. Number 5, Archie Serple Rand. Number 9 is Sean Holland. Number 11, Dylan McCarthy. Number 12, Frankie Salis. Number 14, Sydney Rowan Lawrence. Number 16, Tom Calloway. And to complete the starting 11 is number 18, Oscar Saunders. As for the substitute, Poets Corner, number 6, Jude Lemay. 7, Omar Salem. Number 10, Rory Thornton. Number 19, Goodwin. And number 20, Harry Banks. As for Burgess Hill, in goal is Henry Adams. Number 5, Ollie Batchelor. Number 6, Charlie Catoni. Number 8, Nathaniel Dene. Number 9 is Nico Catrone. Number 10 is the captain, Ralphie Browning. Number 11 is Kai. 14, Max Rogers. Number under Silverthorne. Number 18, Jen. And number 30, Theo Purser. As for the substitutes for Burgess Hill, number 2, Josh Brown. Number 3, Bobby Dalmedia Matthews. Number 4, Chris Cockerill. Number 7, Josh Pateman. And number 29, Oscar Bailey. Well, going back to these two sides and their overall form of the season, they both play in the Mid-Sussex Youth Football League. They've already played each other twice this season. Burgess Hill won both games. They won 5-2 and 3-1 respectively. As for their route for the final, as for Burgess Hill, they have already beaten Plumpton Bognor Regis, and then in the last 2 rounds they won on penalties in both. They beat Eastbourne Borough in the quarter-final and then went on to beat East Grinstead Black on penalties in the semi-final to get here to Culver Road to try and retain their title as Sussex John Davey Cup champion. For Poets Corner, they had to win 7 games to get to this stage. They beat AFC Worthing, Lancing United. They then beat Bexhill United 12-3 in the final 16. They then went on to beat Haywards Heath and Lancing in the and semi-final respectively. As for the teams slowly getting ready to come out, a 2:30 kick-off, so we're just about under 5 minutes away. As out come both sets of teams, led by Mark Gidman with his assistants Steve Walker and Mark Spence. A fine showing of the family and friends of these players who look to witness what could be a bit of history. As we've already mentioned, Poets Corner never won this competition. They were only founded back in 2016, so it's a real achievement that they've managed to get to the final, especially having to win 7 games. Burgess Hill won it last season. Can they do it again? They've only won the competition after beating AS Eastbourne in last season's final by 4 goals to 2. Can these next set of players, the next generation of Burgess Hill's under-16 teams, can they go on and win it this year and keep the Sussex John Davey Cup wrapped in black and green colours? As going back to the sides, as already mentioned, they both play in the Mid-Sussex Youth Football League. Burgess Hill, they're currently second in the table with 8 from 12 league games. As for Poets Corner, their league form is nowhere near as good as their cup form. They're bottom of the table, having lost 9 of their 12 matches this season in the league. Won once in the league. Players all out shaking hands with representatives from the Sussex County FA. Their captain, Poets Corner, Harrison Evans, introducing men, or rather the boys that look to become anything in this cup final. They look to make history for Poets Corner, as they're all still just shaking hands. Kick off here at Culver Road. We're about 3 minutes from kick-off in the Sussex John Davey Cup final. As again, very fine attendance and showing from family members but friends as well that are all stood around the 4 sides of Culver Road. Of course, it's going to be a very busy ground over the next few days. You've got 2 cup finals here today, including this one of the Sussex John Davey Cup final, and then there's the Sussex Senior Cup semi-final on Tuesday night, as Brighton and Hove Albion's youth team play against Horsham. But of course, what we're all here to talk about, we're here for the Sussex John Davey Cup final, the Under-16s looking to make history for themselves. As we've already said, I'll sound a little bit like a broken record. Poets Corner, first time chance to win the Sussex John Davey Cup, only set up in 2016 as mainly youth sides, as they look to go. Penalty kicks, and we'll see who will be the next Sussex John Davey Cup final winner to cement their place in Sussex football history, as all the handshakes with the officials have been done. Just the Burgess Hill and Poets Corner players just getting their team photos ready, as we're still approach kick-off just minutes away, as Poets Corner players, they've had their photo taken, all take off their track tops to get us underway. They're wearing a light blue shirt, Poets Corner, with black shorts and white socks. Burgess Hill opt for their classic black and green stripes, the black shorts and green socks, as all the players go on over to just go over their last few preparations here at Culver Road, as we await to see who will be the next Sussex John Davey Cup winner. As you can even see, one of the Poets Corner players, he's just gone over to talk to his friends over to the right of the halfway line. You can see there, just everyone stood up over behind those protective bits of fencing, ready for the game to get underway. We have reached 12:30, or 2:30 rather. Not sure why I said that, but the game can kick off imminent at Culver Road. Who will be the next Sussex John Davey Cup final champion? Will it be Poets Corner for the very first time, or will Burgess Hill repeat history and retain the trophy? Both captains called in to the halfway line with the officials to get us underway. Ralphie Browning and Harrison Evans of their respective teams just going over the last talks with the referee before we get underway. An atmosphere really building up. All the people that are out here in the main stand with me to my right, there's barely a spare seat. Plenty of spectators are taking their places behind the goals, and on that far side is the linesman checking with the goalkeeper, or rather he's telling the teams to swap ends. So as Burgess Hill just got ready to do their team huddle as their captain Harrison Evans came back in, they're now going to have to swap sides, and they'll have to do it to the right of the halfway line rather than the left. The Poets Corner players, they're all ready to go, just taking up their positions set by their manager Trevor Wilson. As now the Burgess Hill players do have their team huddle, but Nico Citrone maybe didn't get the message. He's just now gone in there, and there they are. They all disperse from the huddle, and it will be Poets Corner to get us underway. Tom Galloway is the player stood over the ball. The linesmen have took their places, and the referee Mark Gidman just checking with both sets of goalkeepers as there's a check of his right wrist. And away we go at Culver Road in the Sussex John Davey Cup final. Poets Corner kicking from left to right as we see it, as Burgess Hill look to try and attack quickly with Max Rogers down this near side, but he's been dispossessed. There was a heavy touch from Rogers, and that one will go out of play for a Poets Corner throw. The first bit of stop-start of the game, if you will. This throwing on the near side, it's launched down that byline as it is hooked forward by Browning for Burgess Hill. The ball drops. There's a long ball forward from Holland over the line, but that one is easily dealt with by the goalkeeper Henry Adams of Burgess Hill. He launches it long as the ball now drops into the possession of Dylan McCarthy. Burgess Hill trying to play out from the back there as Serpil Rand uses his strength, plays it back to the goalkeeper. The long ball is just about dealt with by the Poets Corner midfield, but possession is picked up by Silverthorne for Burgess Hill. Surging into the penalty area to the left of goal. Silverthorne still going, and he's won a corner. Really determined run there from Silverthorne. Picked up the ball just to the left of the halfway line. Surged down this near side. Couldn't get across along the face of goal. Maybe could have tried a shot to test the goalkeeper, Joe Jelliff, early on. But the first corner of the game is in Burgess Hill's favour. It's swung into the near post, cleared away as far as Silverthorne. Edge of the penalty area, pokes it through the legs of the defender. Silverthorne now, he's just forced further wide. And it's played to McCarthy. He looks to just play the ball backwards. And he finds Purser, the man who in the programme notes was nicknamed the card collector, or who'll be looking to become a trophy collector by the end of this afternoon, as Burgess Hill swing the ball into the penalty area. It's headed away. It's not the best defensive clearance from Rowan Lawrence, but in the end the second ball dealt with. The ball hooked back up in the air by Rogers, and that one can't find a green and black shirt, and it's just seen out for a Poets Corner goal kick. Has been the Hillians so far in the game. They've had the fairer share of possession. They've not been able to test the goalkeeper Jelliff for Poets Corner in his all-grey goalkeeper kit, just placing the ball down on the artificial surface. He's getting a few jeers from the young fans behind that goal. He boots it long. It's dealt with by the head of Dene as the goalkeeper Jelliff had to sprint off his line there, clear the ball from inside his own penalty area. And Burgess Hill have a throw-in. Good chance to try and get the ball into the 18-yard box. Good control of from the chest of Silverthorne. Ball hooked into the penalty area. And Poets Corner just about able to deal with it. The defensive challenge dropping back into the gloves of their goalkeeper Jelliff. And he's just quick to roll it out, but he's the player under pressure. It's been picked up by Rogers. He's unable to get a shooting opportunity away. Drops for Dene, plays it wide. Now in the possession of Kai Palazzo, and he's unable to put a strong enough pass into a teammate. It's dealt with by Poets Corner, and that will just drop out for a throw in their favour. But a really nervy moment there for Sydney Rowan Lawrence, as he was pressed hard and was unable to clear the ball. It's Poets Corner there. Just looked to try and make the most of a loose ball up in the air, and the ball in the end just drops into the gloves of the Burgess Hill goalkeeper, Henry Adams. Again, a few of those young spectators over on the far side, opposite where we are, just jeering the keeper in the neon green. The ball played through neatly by Holland, and now forward come Burgess Hill. It's pulled across the box, and that was a good chance to goal. Complete miss kick at the far post. It's by far the best chance of the game. Burgess Hill able to use their width to their advantage, pulled across the penalty area where Rogers was lurking at that far post, just couldn't get enough of a touch on it and guide an effort goalwards, as again the ball hooked up in the air, but Poets Corner able to deal with it as Batchelor comes out from the back. Lovely curved ball wide, and that's got a few of the spectators cheering, as now Poets Corner unable to carry the ball forward as Evans looked to bring it, and now through go Burgess Hill. Really good chance, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. It's pulled across the box and it's right into the gloves of Jelliff, but Palazzo there maybe could have looked to have a shot himself. He was bearing down on goal on the right wing, looked to try and cut it across for a teammate, be a selfless creator, but maybe should have looked to go for glory himself, as the attempted long ball forward from Silverthorne can't find its intended target, and the ball in the end drops out for a throw-in right over by that corner quadrant where the goalkeeper Jelliff has gone and retrieved it. Serpil Rand standing with the ball in his hands deep into his own defensive half, and you can just see the green and black shirts. They all just venture over to that far corner to try and pen in the Poets Corner defensive line. So the ball headed up in the air. It's not fully dealt with just yet by Poets Corner, who in the end can try and now carry the ball forward. It's really good footwork by Dylan McCarthy as he ventures on over the halfway line. He's been dragged back, and the referee will play the advantage after McCarthy was having his shirt pulled there. Bit of a cynical one from the Burgess Hill players as they look to just stop that surging run. And play now will continue. There's a loose touch over on the far side as Wilson looked to bring it down, and now forward go Poets Corner. Left wing, the cross comes in. There's a claims of handball. They've got a corner, and again it's got those young spectators very interested, cheering on their friends, all wearing those blue shirts, looking to make history. I've already won 7 games in this competition to get here to the final. Corner will be taken by Nico Citro. No, sorry, that's Sean Holland, who has gone over rather to stand over the ball. He raises both arms in the air, swings it near post, but it's right at the first man, Dene, who will clear it out right over to those dugouts. And it's just nodded behind for a Burgess Hill throw. Who look as if they may have to go backwards here, and they do, in the possession of Batchelor, but he's been dispossessed. And now forward go Poets Corner. There's a heavy touch though on the left wing, and it's a good clearance in the end from Purser, who was able to find a teammate, but the ball had gone out of play. So play will restart that Poets Corner throw. But so far, very end-to-end game, both sides looking really sharp when they can use their wide areas. They're just unable to get that final touch when the ball comes to the penalty area, as the ball is out wide. It's a neat back heel, but it can't find Evans for Poets Corner, and in the end they're able to get a foot in to steal the ball. Drops behind for a Burgess Hill goal kick, and again you can hear those spectators all over on that far side trying to jeer the goalkeeper. In the end it's played short, booted long over the halfway line, chested down by Serpil Rand, who just is unable to clear it fully, and the header flicked on by Citrone. It does find a teammate. It was a very heavy touch though from Palazzo. He's unfortunate, because if he had got that, if the touch was just that little bit lighter, he would have put himself in a really good position, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Long ball forward by Poets Corner. Really good defensive work by Purser, able just to use his strength, get in the way. Not the best clearance from Adams, the Burgess Hill keeper, and Poets Corner may look to capitalise on it. It's with Holland, he plays it through. Really good chance here for McCarthy, but he just can't get his footing right. He's unlucky, McCarthy. And again, Burgess Hill just look to clear the danger and just get the ball as far away from their own penalty area as possible. As the ball is played wide to this near side. Good bit of strength from Serpil Rand to play it forward. As again, McCarthy looking like he's the danger man so far for Poets Corner. He's picked up the ball 2 or 3 times and he's ventured forward, made really good mazy runs to get past the green and black shirts. But he was having his shirt pulled, so the referee again will call it back and award Poets Corner a free kick. Could arguably be shooting range here for their captain Harrison Evans. It must be about 30 yards from goal. It's quite far right of centre, as the goalkeeper Adams, he's just commanding his 3-man wall. There is cries of shoot from the Poets Corner fans, but the captain doesn't oblige. He looked to play a quick one along the surface into the penalty area for McCarthy to run onto, but McCarthy, I don't think, was fully expecting that pass, and it just drops into the gloves of Adams, who boots it long with a drop kick. Poets Corner able to clear it. Again, they look to use their width to attack, but there's Purser again. He's been a real force at the back so far for Burgess Hill. Seems to be there to every second ball. The left-sided centre half, as it's cleared behind. Burgess Hill will get themselves another throw-in, a chance to make something happen from a wide area. It's played in field for Citrone. He's been dispossessed. The ball right up in the air. It's nodded on to the edge of the penalty area. A neat layoff, shooting opportunity, and that's the first save of the game Jellif's had to make, but he can't get both hands on it, and the ball is tapped in from close range, and Burgess Hill take the lead. But rather, the flag has gone up, so the goal will be chalked off, as everyone had already began celebrating. The flag goes up, and we'll have to restart play with the free kick. It's booted forward. The ball drops on the halfway line for Evans of Poets Corner. And after seeing the ball go in the back of their own net and chalked off, how will they respond to that? Again, the captain Evans just looks to run forward. And he's just halted back. Play continues over on the far side. Burgess Hill again able to use their defensive strength to win the ball back. However, they can't get to the second. Again, played long by Poets Corner as Purser there just leaves a little bit in the back of the forward man. So he does get back up to his feet, looks perfectly fine to continue after the nasty collision, and even just gets a high five there. Tom Galloway, after Purser had maybe left a little bit in on him. The free kick played quickly. The flag has gone up. There was quite obvious offside there. Burgess Hill will restart play with a free kick, and the forward man, Galloway, he's unhappy with how far forward the ball was, so he just rolls it back. And Burgess Hill will take the free kick from further back. The keeper, Adams, launches it long. It's right at the head of Serpil Rand, and there's a handball from Saunders, so play will restart with a free kick just inside Burgess Hill's half. And rather than take it himself, Dene is going to let Purser launch the ball forward with his right foot. It's gone to the edge of the penalty area. It was a neat touch from Palazzo, but again, unfortunately for him and his side, it was just that little bit too heavy. Couldn't control it fully, as Jellif now boots the ball up with a drop kick. And Burgess Hill win back possession, but it's really good defensive work from McCarthy, and he plays it to the halfway line. Neat first time pass, and now here's Galloway for Poets Corner. Can they try and get themselves the opener? Played wide for McCarthy, who turns his man neatly McCarthy to the edge of the area, pulled back for Evans, the captain, who tries his luck, and he's claiming there was a touch on it. There was, and it will be a corner for Poets Corner. They get their second one of the afternoon. Again, really neat play. Both teams, again, using width when attacking to try and make something happen. Evans' effort in the end, he went for glory, and why not when he had the slight corridor of space in order to get his effort on goal. Took a slight touch off the Burgess Hill defender, and we will restart play with a corner. Just a bit of a halt as we had to wait for one of the coaching staff to retrieve a ball to be played down for it. There's only 4 Poets Corner players in the penalty area off this corner. It's swung into the near post, easily dealt with by the head of Dene. Poets Corner still in possession, but they give it away. And it's one back. And forward will go Palazzo on that far side. Can he work a crossing opportunity? He can. It's into the area, but it fell for Citrone. In the end, Poets Corner can clear. It's not the best defensive pass as Evans goes sliding in, commits a foul. And there's a chance now for Burgess Hill from a set piece, only about a minute after they were defending one. They've gone up the other end, and they've got the opportunity to try and get the lead from one as we've played just a little over 14 minutes in this Sussex John Davey Cup final. And it remains Poets Corner 0, Burgess Hill Town 0. Last season's winners, the Hillians, looking to retain their title. Poets Corner looking to win it for the very first time, only 9 years after they were founded as a team. But there's the chance on this set piece for the Hillians to make something happen. Rogers standing over the ball, places it down. As all the green and black shirts go to the far post, he struck it to the near one, and Jelliff calmly claims it in both gloves. It was a smart attempt by Rogers, saw the keeper just ever so slightly venturing over to the far post, tried to catch him out, but Jelliff alert to it and making the calm claim. The ball loose in the middle of the pitch, but it's really neatly picked up by the captain Evans, who's been pushed over. The referee gives the foul. Again, good work from Evans. You can see why he's being awarded the captain's armband with the way he's playing so far. He's even going to stand over the set piece as well, just to try and get the ball a bit further forward. Instead he plays it back. Winter gives it back, and Poets Corner very fortunate that they've won the ball back there as it bobbled around off the back heel of Silverthorne. Now the ball over on the far side. Poets Corner, really neat first touch passing, but that's the commentator's curse. As soon as you mention it, the pass goes out of play, and it will go out for a Burgess Hill throw. And they'll launch it down the line. The header from Evans goes behind him. It's just about kept in play. Palazzo able to play it down the far byline as Jelliff comes well off his line and just clears it behind for another Burgess Hill throw. Again, they're slowly just advancing down that byline, trying to find the opener. The throw-in is played up. It's a really neat layoff from Silverthorne. Palazzo unable to work a passing opportunity, so plays it wide, and in the end Poets Corner can only put it behind for a Burgess Hill corner, and that's their second one of the afternoon. Can they make it count from the set piece and get themselves ahead? As we've played just about 17 minutes of this Sussex John Davey Cup final, still remains Poets Corner 0, Burgess Hill Town 0, but can that all change as we're getting closer to the halfway point of the first half? The corner swung into the near post, is in the end dealt with by Winter. He clears it forward. There's a long ball down the line, really neat flick up touch from Galloway, and he finds his teammate, and now forward will go McCarthy for Poets Corner. He feels as if his shirt's being pulled. The referee does give the free kick, and they've played it quickly, Poets Corner, and it just can't reach Rowan Lawrence, who, if it did, he was one-on-one, and he would have had a good opportunity to test the goalkeeper, Henry Adams. But now Burgess Hill go up the other end. It's with Rogers, who's able just to make a run from the left wing to infield. He's Felt as if he's been barged off the ball, and in the end it's just cleared well out for the throw-in, of which Fairclough stands over, looks to find a teammate. He launches it down this near side. And there's a tussle between Serpil Rand and Rogers, and in the end it's seen out for the goal kick. Again, Jelliff just places it in that bottom left corner of his 6-yard box, boots it short. It's a neat touch from McCarthy, just about keeps possession. Now Evans will play it in field. There's a sliding challenge, and in the end the flag has gone off. You feel like we may see the first booking of the game for that foul on Evans. So rather than the offside free kick be given, it's going to be brought back for that sliding challenge on the Poets' Corner captain. And the free kick will be awarded as Purser just getting a talking to from the ref, and he receives the first booking of the game. Well, the programme notes, as I said a few moments ago, it did call him the card collector, and he's done exactly that. He's the first player to be put in the book. As Evans standing over the free kick, he swings it in field, really neat pass, and it does find Saunders, who's done really well to hold possession and play it to the near side for Rowan Lawrence. Poets' Corner just playing the ball now, trying to maintain possession. It's a good show of strength from Saunders to keep it, find the pass, but just can't get the return. Evans now picks up possession, the Poets' Corner captain, and they've played it back. Again, they're just trying to use patience as the key and get themselves the opportunity. It's a glancing header from Serpil Rand. He's brought down his man, so again the referee will call it back for the free kick, and already you see a darting run forward from Fairclough, who was waiting for the quick free kick from Silverthorne, but he's not going to receive it, as we now have approached the halfway mark of this first half. Over 20 minutes gone of this Sussex John Davey Cup final. It's Poets' Corner 0, Burgess Hill Town 0. As the free kick swung into the penalty area, and it's dealt with, and it's calmly into the gloves of the Poets' Corner keeper Jelliff, with a long drop kick, looks to find the head of Galloway, but he's been dispossessed. Really lovely touch from Browning, the captain. Now lays it off. Fairclough will now venture forward. He runs infield to the centre of goal, plays a lovely reverse pass out to the far side, and there's a chance now for the cross. It comes in, but it's right into the gloves. Well claimed by Jelliff there, the goalkeeper, and he quickly distributes the ball, and there's a chance now for Saunders to run into the space, but he has got a defender on him. He plays it down the line, and the ball is cut out, but it's returned right back into the possession of Saunders. Plays it infield, and now forward go Poets' Corner. There's an obvious push in the back there from Ollie Batchelor, the Burgess Hill defender, as Galloway was looking to venture forward, got close to the edge of the penalty area, but was just completely halted in his tracks. As Holland and Evans stand over the free kick, but Evans is just going to let his captain take it. Evans quite far to the left of centre. He's got it over the wall, but he's not found its intended target. That one drops a few yards wide of the post. It was the right idea to try and go for goal, the Poets' Corner captain, but he's unable to see the ball nestle into the back of the net. As Burgess Hill there looked like they may go short on the goal kick, but their goalkeeper Adams, he's ordered his teammates further forward. Really neat pass from Browning on the first time touch, and again it's just up in the air, the ball loose as Citroni hooks it forward. Again Jelliff, he's just calm there, the goalkeeper, showing good composure to just let it drop, even though there were two players right next to him. He just let the ball drop, picked it up, and he, with a drop kick, boots it long. And there may be the chance from the flick on, but it's really well dealt with. Good strength from Batchelor. It's a sliding challenge from Evans. He did get a touch on the ball, but the referee feels as if that was too strong of a tackle, so he'll bring it back and award a free kick. as we await the restart. The linesman just telling Purser where the free kick will be taken from. He's just going to just keep rolling the ball a few too many yards further forward, so he's had to now bring the ball back after the linesman and referee just order him to go to where the foul was. It's a really neat long ball, and it's a good touch from Rogers, who swings it to the far post, and that one is claimed by the gloves again of Jelliff, having a really strong game so far, the Poets' corner keeper. But now he may be tested again as Citrone looks to play the ball forward into the penalty area, but no one in a black and green shirt is able to get on the end of it. And again, there's Jelliff just to command his area, pick up the ball. He looks to boot it long. Again, the ball just bobbles around the halfway line, and Poets' corner have come away with it. Can they make the most of this opportunity? Ball played down the far side, and now there's a crossing opportunity. It's put in the penalty area, and in the end it's just hooked behind as McCarthy was sprinting in. He almost got on the end of the cross, but it's cleared behind in the end for a corner. Good defending in the end from Fairclough, who had sprinted back from midfield to make sure he got a touch on that and diverted it away. But there's still the opportunity for Poets' Corner to take the lead in this game. We've played just about over 24 minutes. It's Poets' Corner 0, Burgess Hill Town 0. Again, the captain Evans will stand over the set piece. Again, there's only 4 blue shirts that have gone up into the penalty area to try and get themselves the lead in this game. Evans still waits for the referee's whistle. There it is. He'll raise both arms in the air, swing it to the near post. It's headed away. And not the best bit of control from Saunders, but he's done really well to run in, make the block on a long pass. And Burgess Hill, they look to play the ball long there, but it goes right out of play for a throw-in, and that just gives the chance for everyone just to slow down a little bit and wait for the restart, catch their breath after what really has been a frantic and end-to-end first half. Both teams having no trouble getting forward and creating opportunities. They've just both been incredibly unlucky. Well, they've cancelled each other out in a defensive sense when it's come to that final pass or waiting for that last touch. But play will restart with this throw-in down the line. Evans able to get on there. McCarthy holding up the ball, but he's been dispossessed by Browning, won back by Evans. And Holland tried to flick it on. Couldn't find a teammate as Citrone's played a lovely pass. And it's into the penalty area with Palazzo, who looked to try and lift it over the goalkeeper Jelliff. But again, he just does really well. Claims the ball in both hands and quickly, again, looks to distribute the ball. Poets' Corner now, again, look to try and make something happen for them. But Purser is there for Burgess Hill to clear. Citrone sandwiched in between 2 blue shirts. And in the end, Poets' Corner can just clear the ball long. Purser is there. Neat first-time pass through to Fairclough. There's a heavy touch that is dealt with and played back. But in the end, it will drop out. It will be Burgess Hill throw. Again, Fairclough playing it centrally to the edge of the penalty area. As Citrone was there, won his header. But again, the ball will drop out. And Burgess Hill get another throw and another chance just to try and get the ball into that penalty area. If they've got anyone with a long throw, you'd think this is where they would look to utilise it. Forward it goes, up to the edge of the 18-yard box. Really good hold-up play, and there's a penalty as a foul in the area, and the referee, Mark Gidman, with no hesitation, he pointed right to the spot, and there is now really no better chance than to open the scoring in this Sussex John Davey Cup final. Burgess Hill have got themselves a penalty. As a goalkeeper Jelliff, who so far has had a really good game. He's claimed pretty much anything that has come his way, but can he be the hero and save the penalty? Or will Burgess Hill take the lead? Straight away, Cartoni picks up the ball and will place it down on the spot. Will Burgess Hill take the lead in the Sussex John Davey Cup final from 12 yards. Fans behind the goal try to put him off, and they have. It's saved, but the second effort is in. It's been rifled in by Silverthorne from close range. Jelliff did save the original penalty. He did really well to get down low and save it in the centre of his goal, but straight away Silverthorne was there, pounced on the rebound, slammed it in from close range. And in the Sussex John Davey Cup final, it's the current holders who take the lead. 29 minutes on the clock, and there was Xander Silverthorne on the rebound, slams it in, and with 11 minutes left of the first half, the holders of the Sussex John Davey Cup final take the lead. It's Poets Corner 0, Burgess Hill Town 1 at Culver Road. But how will Poets Corner respond? As from kick-off, they look to try and play the ball forward out to this near side. But it's won back by the goal scorer, Silverthorne, doing the attacking work and the defensive. He just about keeps the ball in play. He'll just knock it back for Fairclough, played in field. Burgess Hill with some neat passing, but Poets Corner able to defend it as Evans is sandwiched between two men, and he just goes down. Referee again goes back to it, awards the foul, and Poets Corner can try and make something happen. They've curled it out to the far side. It's flicked on, and it finds Wilson on that far side. Lovely reverse pass, and now Poets Corner across into the area. It's flicked on, and it almost drops at the far post for McCarthy, who was hot on the heels of the goalkeeper Henry Adams, but he did well to come off his line. He just rolls it short, receives it back. He's under pressure, but he's done well with two Poets Corner players on him, the goalkeeper Adams, just to play it short. And now Burgess Hill could turn defence to attack in quick fashion. Silverthorne, the goal scorer, venturing down this near side, still with the ball at his feet, clips it into the penalty area as the shot is flashed in on the left foot of Browning, but that one sails over the crossbar and will go out for a goal kick in Poets Corner's favour. And Jelliff again will clip it long over to the far side. It's won back by Burgess Hill. Neat footwork from Palazzo to flick it up and keep the ball, but he's been dispossessed. Now there's the chance again for Poets Corner to venture forward, but a foul is awarded, and the referee here, he's just going to stop play because he's called over the Burgess Hill captain Browning, and we're actually going to see a first half substitution for Burgess Hill. They've got a man ready, so off goes, thought it was going to be who's going off, and it is. He has gone off. And the man who's getting ready to come on is Josh Pateman, as he gets the nod from the linesman, and now he enters the fray. So the first change of the game made by Burgess Hill. Pateman is on and Palazzo is off, as the free kick is booted up to the edge of the penalty area. It's flicked on. Poets Corner just can't get the foot on it. It's really good determination from their captain Evans, who nods it forward, got to the second ball, was unable to then get a full control on it, and it will drop behind for a Burgess Hill throw. Who you feel now maybe that they've got the lead. They'll just try and see out the last few minutes of this first half, try and keep their lead, go into the break ahead, even despite their claims that the throw should be awarded in their favour. It's given to Poets Corner, and again they just look to get the ball down the line, use their width for their advantage. It's really been the game plan from Poets Corner so far, just not yet had any success from it. Silverthorne flicks the ball on, bit of a heavy touch, but the ball is kept in play. It's played back for Fairclough, now in field for Browning. Looks to try the diagonal, and it has worked, and the shot comes in, and Jelliff makes a really good save with his foot. Got down low, able to divert it away. Really has had a fine game, the Poets Corner goalkeeper. As forward comes Carter. Forward came Batchelor, rather, to keep the ball, play it forward. Back in the possession of Fairclough, but he's given it away, and now Poets Corner can try and make something happen. They play it long, but there's Purser. Real composure from him when under pressure. Plays it back for the goalkeeper Adams, And it's back in the possession of Batchelor, who sprints forward, plays a long ball down the far side as it's fell to Browning, poked through from Citrone, and the clearance is right into the face of Silverthorne, but it drops for Browning, left side of the penalty area. He's done well to win a corner, forced Winter to hook it behind, but not even an ounce of a flinch there from Silverthorne as the ball came right back off his face, showing maturity beyond his age to just take that one, move on and get on with the game. It's Poets Corner 0, Burgess Hill Town 1 as we're approaching the final few minutes of this first half in the Sussex John Davey Cup final. This corner to be taken from the near side. It's swung in to the penalty area. Jelliff goes up. Did he get a touch on it? He did, in the eyes of the referee, or it looked as if he had pointed over to the corner flag, and then I thought he was... Now it seems as if he's given a goal kick after that. Well, I thought it looked as if the referee, Mark Gidman, did at first point over to the corner flag, but the linesman signalled that it was a goal kick rather than a corner kick, and play will restart with Jelliff pumping the ball forward. He can't find a teammate though, as the ball now has dropped for Burgess Hill. It's with Cockerill. He's in the penalty area and he's unable to get beyond his man, and it will drop behind for the goal kick. Played short. Now Winter tries the long ball, but that one has gone out of play and goes out for the throw-in for Burgess Hill. They just want their players to come over on that far side, try and get more options to give the ball to. As Browning is brought down, free kick awarded, in a good crossing position to get the ball into the penalty area. They sent the big men up from the back as Purser and Batchelor have come up to the penalty area. It's now swung in into the box, flicked on, and the header ends up just being glanced wide. Goes behind for the goal kick. As again, you just see those young spectators behind the goal giving a little bit of grief to the Poets Corner goalkeeper Jelliff as he gets ready to place the ball down in his own 6-yard box, looking for a teammate as he launches it long. And he does find a teammate in McCarthy, who just can't trap the ball. And Evans tried to venture forward, and in the end Poets Corner clear. It's flicked on. Will they get the chance? Not just yet, as Galloway looked to bring it down, just couldn't get beyond the centre halves. In the end, Adams, Burgess Hill's keeper, is able to clear. As Silverthorne jumped up, tried to head the ball, keep it in play, but he was unable to. It will just drop behind for the throw-in. Which again, Poets Corner looked to just play down the line. It's flicked up. And good bit of strength in the centre of the pitch from Saunders. He just can't get to the second ball, as Dene was feeling a little bit of the after effects of that 50-50 collision. The ball again hooked up. Dene, just with his knee, hooks it forward. And rather than let the ball go out of play, Silverthorne ventures over to this byline, keeps it in play, curls a pass into the area, and there's a good chance as Pateman had ventured in to the box, tried to get an effort on goal, and that one deflects off a defender and will go behind for a Burgess Hill corner. Chance to maybe double their lead before the interval. Burgess Hill leading by a 1-0 in the Sussex John Davey Cup final. They won it last season, and they're almost halfway there to retaining their title as we await the delivery from this near side. Again, Burgess Hill, they send everyone forward for the corner. Swung into the near post. It's headed right up in the air. Still not clear in the 18-yard box. Will a shot come in? It does! I think the goalkeeper, Jelliff there, good reactions to just flick his arm up. Got a glove to it. and he pushes it behind for another corner. Wasn't fully dealt with by the Poets' Corner defence. They were unfortunate to not get the ball out of their own area, but again, their goalkeeper, Jelif, got to it, flicked it behind, and the referee there, he's just stopped this corner. He's coming over to the near side. I now can't, he's just gone beyond my field of vision, so I can't see as to what the referee, Mark Gidman, has gone over and done. He has now re-emerged, and I think play will just continue with this corner. There's two Burgess Hill players stood over it. They roll it short. It's with Silverthorne, who plays it back to the edge of the area. There's a curling shot at the near post, and Jelif is able just to pick the ball up after making the save. Looks to again distribute quickly with the drop kick. Good determination from the man to come back and get the ball. It was Galloway of Poets' Corner. He's now in possession. He flicks it up in the air. He just can't get enough direction on it to find Holland. Really good strength for the ball to be seen out by McCarthy. Plays it long. It only finds a Burgess Hill head, and they're able to clear it. Dene with a forward ball to that far side. Jelif, he's giving it away with his pass out from the back. Citrone lays it off. Oh, and it's all very close from Silverthorne, who raced onto that back heel layoff from Citrone. Looked to just curl it over the goalkeeper, Jelif. It only went a few metres over the crossbar, maybe even grazed the top of it, but ends up just going behind for that goal kick. Would have been a beautiful goal, as that one looked to have struck the arm of Browning, but the referee deems play to continue, and then there's a foul from Cockerill of Burgess Hill, and play will restart with the free kick. It's launched to that far side, only finds a Burgess Hill head. Good work from Pateman, who's still running on to the edge of the penalty area. He's brought down, but the referee again just waves play on, and Poets' Corner can try and get the ball away from their own half. And forward will go McCarthy, just halts in his tracks, plays it forward, and now it's played over to this near side for Galloway, who does just about keep the ball in play. Galloway just can't find a teammate with the layoff. He had Holland up there with him, but just can't find the blue shirt. Again, Burgess Hill go long, but it's cut out, played long by Winter. Again, Burgess Hill able to clear it. Have been really defensively sound so far, Burgess Hill. As Batchelor steps in, wins the ball, no foul given. Again, it's played long, as Citrone was right on the heels of Winter, but it's the latter who's able to clear it behind and get it away for a Burgess Hill throw. And again, all the green and black striped shirts just come forward. Poets' Corner just about able to deal with it for now. It won't go behind for a corner. It's going to be cleared behind for a throw-in, which Cartoni has gone over to stand with the ball in his hands. Again, he just wants his teammates a bit closer to him, get a few more options to give the throw to. He looks to get it into the penalty area, and it's cleared away right back out to him. And there's the half-time whistle, and Burgess Hill have got the lead in this season's Sussex John Davey Cup final. Last season's winners looking to retain their title. They got the lead after they were awarded a penalty. Charlie Cartoni stepped up, but his penalty down the middle was saved by Joe Jelif. The rebound ended up falling into the path of Xander Silverthorne. He smashed it in from inside the 6-yard box, and that goal is the only difference so far. Both teams have been able to get forward, but the defensive back lines have been able to deal with it so far. But at half-time at Culver Road in the Sussex John Davey Cup final, it's Poets' Corner 0, Burgess Hill Town 1. Welcome back to Culver Road, everyone. Second half about to get underway in the Sussex John Davey Cup final. Burgess Hill Town 1-0 up as it stands after they were awarded a penalty in the first half. Charlie Cartoni stepped up, his effort was saved, it fell to Xander Silverthorne, who rifled it in from close range. Burgess Hill, who won this competition last season, they're 40 minutes away from retaining their title as Sussex John Davey Cup final champions. Poets Corner, who look to come from behind to just maybe win this competition for the very first time since they were founded back in 2016. So the second half will be kicked off by Burgess Hill. The captain, Ralphie Browning, is standing over the ball as we await the referee, Mark Gidman, to blow his whistle. He's just doing his last few checks. Doesn't seem like either side have made any changes at the half-time interval. All the players are out, ready to go at Culver Road for the second half. As we just await the last few to come out from their dugouts after getting a few instructions from their managers. As now the referee checks his right wrist, and we are back underway at Culver Road in this season's Sussex John Davey Cup final. Burgess Hill Town leading by 1-0 against Poets Corner, courtesy of Xander Silverthorne, and forward they go, looking to double their lead in quick time in this second half. But the through ball is cut out. Bobby Dalmadia Matthews, he was on the substitutes bench, so he has come on at half time, as Purser does really well to win back the ball, find Dalmadia Matthews, who gets beyond two Poets Corner players, but he's been dispossessed. And now forward go Poets Corner, in possession on that far side. It's picked up, played to the edge of the penalty area, neat layoff, crossing opportunity from the far side, but it's been dealt with by the Burgess Hill defence, who just clear it away. And it's a good touch from the goal scorer Silverthorne to keep possession. He gets away from two players, looks to play it centrally for Citrone, who's poked it through into the area, pulls it across the face of goal, looking to lift it beyond the goalkeeper Jelliff, who once again is able to claim the ball in his gloves. He's had a really good game, Jelliff, despite conceding a goal, even saved the original penalty effort in the first half. He's claimed nearly everything that's gone anywhere near him, as there was just a little bit of a trailing leg there from Wilson. He caught the shins of Cartoni, who didn't get anything other than a throw-in his favour. Again, Poets Corner launched the ball long, played down this near side, and it just has to be hooked behind for a Burgess Hill throw, in which again Cartoni just comes forward. Again, he just tells all of his teammates, come that little bit closer so we can find an option on the throw-in. As the ball cleared away by the Poets Corner captain Evans, couldn't find a teammate with his headed flick on. Again, Burgess Hill looked to be direct, play the ball up in the air. The Poets Corner with the ball on the halfway line. Holland looks to play it wide, and he finds McCarthy. But again, the Burgess Hill midfield and defensive thirds, they've been really strong so far when they've been put under pressure. They're able to deal with any bit of concern for them in a defensive standpoint. As forward, again, they look to play the ball centrally, played wide for Pateman, who came on in the first half for the Hillians. Good footwork from Pateman as he looks to get away from his marker. He enters the area, curling left-footed effort. Just has a bit too much curl on it. Goes well wide of the frame of the goal, and play will restart with a Poets Corner goal kick, which Jelliff again will just place down on the left side of his 6-yard box. He orders everyone forward, so he's going to look to go long with it. Cut out, ball will drop onto the studs of Wilson, who's done really well to hook it forward, and find a teammate in Saunders, who just can't get beyond his man. Cartoni getting back, using his strength to shield the ball from the Poets' Corner man. As the goalkeeper Adams has given it away with his kick forward. As McCarthy came onto it, couldn't get the ball under his full control, but he's able to flick it into a Burgess Hill man, win his side a throw-in. And again, it's in the perfect place for if any of their players have got a long throw in their locker, as a few of those blue shirts have gone into the penalty area for it. It's played short down the byline, cleared away in the end, as it's just about gone out of play. And Burgess Hill will get the throw in with Dalmadian Matthews has got the ball in his hands in these bright orange boots. He looks to launch it down the far side. It's hooked forward in search of Citrone, who just can't get on the end of it. Poets' Corner unable to clear the danger fully. Now here is Citrone. The sliding challenge, though, falls for Pateman on the edge of the 18-yard box. Pateman has a shot, and Jelliff does well to palm it away with both hands. Again, Jelliff there, strong when tested in between the sticks. The keeper in his all-grey kit, certainly a contender for the Man of the Match award, if there is one, as Poets' Corner again just can't fully clear the danger. It's hooked wide, finds Pateman again for Burgess Hill, just holds the ball up in that corner, and he's done really well to get the back heel away, but he can't find a teammate. Was unlucky not to, because it was really good individual work. Held the ball up with two players on him and just tried to play the ball into space, and it's given away in Poets' Corner's own penalty area, and Burgess Hill have got another penalty as Rowan Lawrence brought down the onrushing Cockerill in the area, and we've already seen one penalty saved, and Jelliff now has got to try and be the hero again, and it's actually going to be the goal scorer in Silverthorne who's going to take it. Cartoni took the one in the first half, he placed it down the middle, Jelliff saved it, Silverthorne scored the rebound, but from the spot, will Silverthorne do better or just go one further than his teammate and find the net? The whistle blows, Silverthorne steps up, oh, and it is saved again by Jelliff, and the rebound's over the bar. Joe Jelliff, take a bow, son. He saved two penalties in this cup final. He's having a brilliant game, is Jelliff. Somehow again, he denies Burgess Hill from the penalty spot. It stays 1-0, and his goal kick is launched forward. Well, Silverthorne may already have a goal in the game, but it just seems that Burgess Hill, they can't seem to convert from the penalty spot, and if this game is to go down to penalty kicks, well, you already fancy Poets' Corner in a way, as now forward they go up the other end. Can they get an equaliser? Ball played into the area, but is that a back pass? It is. It was played back by Dalmadian Matthews into the gloves of the goalkeeper Adams, and we're going to have an indirect free kick, which is taken quickly. Unsure if the referee has ordered that to be retaken or he's going to give a corner. I think he's ordered it to be retaken, or has he? As we await, no, he has been. He has going to see it be retaken. Well, very rare you see an indirect free kick in football, as there's just a bit of disagreement in the penalty area, a bit of pushing and shoving as Cockerill came over, but it's going to be an indirect free kick for a back pass for Poets' Corner, and already Galloway is lining this up if it's going to be laid off to him. All the green and black shirts just go over. They're almost on the goal line, but here we go, an indirect free kick. Galloway, he looks like he's just ready to charge and look to just shoot the ball right in on goal, as we still await the referee's whistle. And he's just unhappy with the position of a few of the Burgess Hill players. The referee now blows his whistle, laid off for Galloway, but his effort is blocked. Really well seen out by the Burgess Hill defence, and Poets' Corner have to play it back forward, but they've given away possession, and now Winter has to sprint back to try and deal with Silverthorne. Tricky footwork from the Burgess Hill goal scorer, who just a few moments ago saw his penalty saved. He's now got the ball back, has Silverthorne. He sprints up to the edge of the area. It finds Citrone on the turn, but he's tackled, and now in possession of Browning, who has got a shooting opportunity. Fantastic sliding challenge from the captain Evans of Poets Corner. Able to see the ball out as Dalmedia Matthews tries to sprint forward. He's been dispossessed and was brought down with a foul, so the referee will bring it back, and play will restart with the Burgess Hill free kick. But they had the chance to double their lead, Burgess Hill. They rewarded their second penalty of the game. Silverthorne, who already scored, stepped up, but his effort down the middle saved by Jelliff, who actually saved the original penalty in the first half from Cartoni before Burgess Hill got the opener. And there will be this free kick taken. It's swung in, but there's Jelliff again, just punches it out, commanding his area. Ball laid off for McCarthy, who'll hook it forward. Again, it goes down the line, and it's dealt with by Oscar Bailey, who's also seems as if he's come on at the half-time interval. And he's holding up the ball, is Bailey, hooks it forward. It's good defensive work from Jude LeMay. There's another player who's come on at the half-time interval, but this time for Poets Corner, as Winter does well to trap the ball, keep it in play. Lovely roll of the ball from Evans. Poets Corner will play it wide. It's with Wilson, first time cross, and that one loops up in the air, but it's an easy one to claim for the goalkeeper, Adams, who just holds the ball. He'll take his time with it before distributing the restart quickly. Bailey launching it forward for Burgess Hill. It's not been fully dealt with by the Poets Corner defence. It's a surging run forward from Browning into the area, lays it off, and the shot comes in from Citrone. It's dealt with, but not fully cleared, as Cockerill picks up possession, and Serple Rand steps in to keep it in play, boots it long. Poets Corner just trying to keep possession. Another really good bit of defending from Purser, just with his pretty much his back to his own goal, just flicked it on the back heel up in the air and was able to keep it in play. The referee has just stopped because we're going to have a substitution for Poets Corner. Charlie Wilson is going to come off. We just await to see as to who's going to come on and enter the play, as it's Rory Thornton who has come on for Poets Corner in that short stoppage, and the throw-in gets play restarted from Dalmedia Matthews. It's hooked up in the air, volleyed forward, and it's gone over the head of Bailey as Galloway was giving chase. The goalkeeper Adams able to clear. He's actually slipped over in the turf, and Galloway helped him get back up to his feet. But the ball drops out for the Poets Corner throw. McCarthy looking to launch it down the line, and Dene was able to prevent the Poets Corner man from getting there, but it will be the side in sky blue to have their throw in, and Rowan Lawrence has come over to take it. It's looked like he may utilise a long throw. He's going to take a long run up for it. And he does use the long throw. It's into the penalty area, helped on, chested down, shot comes in. It's again calmly claimed by the Burgess Hill goalkeeper Adams, who just is happy to roll it short, gets the ball back, and will again go long with it. It drops in that left circle of the centre circle, hooked long as Holland tries to bring the ball down on the turn, but again, unfortunately for him, his touch is just that little bit too heavy, and he's back into the possession of Adams. It's not the best defensive clearance from LeMay. It's played forward, really neat touch from Pateman to get beyond his marker in the area. Oh, he's curled it over the bar. It's a fantastic chance for Pateman to double Burgess Hill's lead. Did really well to work the ball onto his left foot, sprinted forward into the area, and he had the goal at his mercy, but just couldn't see the ball ripple in the back of the net. Fine individual work, but that last touch just wasn't there. And the goal kick in the end is booted forward. There's a stoppage in play after the ball had been flicked on. It's Purser who has gone down after what looked to be just a bit of a head collision as he jumped up to try and win the ball. And there will be another change for Poets Corner as they get one ready over on that far side. The referee just calling over Serpil Rand to have a word with him. This play will restart with a drop ball. As well, Burgess Hill have just got one of their players warming up over on that far side. Palazzo, who came off as a sub in the first half, he's warming up. Poets Corner in the meantime. They've got the ball on the far side, but they've given it away. There's a heavy touch, crossed into the area, chested down, the flick on to the edge of the box. Again, it's dealt with by the Burgess Hill defence. Dalmedia Matthews got his foot up in the air. The ball goes long. Winter with a glancing header backwards, but his teammate LeMay is there to clear the ball. And Purser, under pressure, has just commanded the situation, had his goalkeeper Adams sprinting out, but he just opted to clear it out of play. And Poets Corner have got themselves another throw-in. They're trailing by 1-0 in the Sussex John Davey Cup final, and they've got their goalkeeper Jelliff to thank after he saved Silverthorne's penalty earlier in this second half. They've got the chance on the long throw into the penalty area. It can't find a blue shirt, it's gone beyond everyone, and Adams is there to claim it, and he launches it to this near side for Pateman. Ventures over the halfway line for Burgess Hill. Pateman playing it further down the line to find Browning, the captain. Plays it to the edge of the 18-yard box. It's been laid off for Dene, who flicks it through. Citrone just not alert enough to it, and the goalkeeper throws the ball long, and it's into the possession of Holland. Now Poets Corner will go up the other end, but there's Purser getting in front of his man, clearing the ball forward. And it could set his team off counter-attack. It's with Cockerill for Burgess Hill, who's able to find a teammate in Browning. Play to the near side. Neat touch from Cartoni. Still got the ball at his feet. Will go wide for Pateman. Neat turn from Silverthorne, the goal scorer, who again will... Cartoni's cross is deflected by McCarthy as the ball goes long. Silverthorne's gone down, but play will continue, and forward go Poets Corner with Saunders on this near side. He plays it further down the line to Galloway, who's almost put the ball through the legs of the defender, but he loses possession. And Burgess Hill again clear. Winter just knocks it short for Evans. Good half turn from LeMay, works that extra bit of room to find the pass, and Rowan Lawrence will play it wide. And now Thornton picks up the ball. He's got beyond two players, Thornton, plays it centrally, and it's in the penalty area. Good chance to shot in. Oh, it's flashed wide by Holland. Again, Poets Corner able to work the ball into a neat shooting opportunity. Holland completely unnoticed in the penalty area, but his shot at the near post, he just sees it go wide, and he's unable to convert from close range. As Poets Corner get this change ready, Burgess Hill are also getting a substitution ready as well. Oscar Saunders is now going to go off for Poets Corner, as again we just await to see the number on the back of the shirt. And there's that change made. Saunders has gone off for Poets Corner. as we wait to see play restart with the goal kick. The man who's come on is Omar Salem in place of Oscar Saunders for Poets Corner, and there is that Burgess Hill change. It looks like they're making a double change, so Josh Pateman, who came on in that first half, is going to go off. They're going to reintroduce Kai Palazzo. Now play will restart with the Burgess Hill goal kick from Adams, who clears it long up to the halfway line. Possession won back by Rowan Lawrence for Poets Corner. Now here's Rogers, who will play it forward. Citrone able to get a touch on it, but can't keep possession, and the long ball, it's gone over the head of Bailey, and forward goes Galloway. Played into the penalty area. Salem with the left-footed effort, but it's not really going to trouble the goalkeeper Adams, who calmly just gets down low, gets both hands on the ball. And what an introduction that would have been for Salem. That was his first touch after coming on as a substitute, but his goal-bound effort just couldn't find the back of the net as Silverthorne ventures forward. His long ball is intercepted by Rowan Lawrence. Again, he boots it long, and that one bounces into the surface. And Adams, again, just watched every second of it and just waited for it to get to a comfortable height for him. Catches the ball, and Burgess Hill restart from the back with Dalmedia Matthews, but his pass is cut out. Again, Poets Corner play the ball up in the air. They're asking for a foul. They get it, as Browning, the captain, just gives it away. Looked like he just had his arm around the back of the head of the Poets Corner man, and they've played their free kick quickly. Evans to the far side, finding a teammate, and forward they come. It's just about kept in play. Played back for Thornton on that far side, but he's been dispossessed from behind, and it will drop out again for Poets Corner throw. As we have played over 60 minutes of the game, halfway through the second half, just under 20 minutes to go. Still remains Poets Corner 0, Burgess Hill Town 1 in the Sussex John Davey Cup final, as the ball drops behind for a Poets Corner. I should say. That's a bit difficult, having to say a corner for Poets Corner, but they have got one, and they've played it short as they look to try and work a crossing opportunity. Salem lifts it into the area, but that's just found the head of a Burgess Hill defender, and Salem, he's been dispossessed, and this may be the chance for Burgess Hill to double their lead if the pass can be executed right. It has, and the clearance goes into Citrone, who just pokes it in from all of a yard out, and Burgess Hill Town do double their lead. The clearance from Winter just went right into the boot of Citrone, and the ball was already going to go in, but he made absolutely sure. Nico Citrone doubles the lead for the Hillians, and it's Poets Corner 0, Burgess Hill Town 2, and with just over 18 minutes to go, you feel Burgess Hill, have they now got one hand on the Sussex John Davey Cup, as there's a cause for concern for Poets Corner. One of their defenders has gone down in his own area, back up to his feet. The physio has been called onto the pitch by the referee, so we'll wait and see if there will be a change. There is going to be. Poets Corner have got a substitution ready, but it isn't going to be the injured player that went down who's going off. They've taken off Tom Galloway, so his afternoon may be over. Still a concern for the man who's gone down injured. It's Jude LeMay, who only came on at half time. He is now back up to his feet. He's moving slowly with a limp in his step, but doesn't look as if Poets Corner have got another substitution ready. So LeMay is just going to have to come off the pitch as we await the restart from this kick-off. Poets Corner 0, Burgess Hill Town 2 in the Sussex John Davey Cup final. Citrone getting the second after, as well, a penalty was missed by Xander Silverthorne for Burgess Hill, as LeMay has now come back onto the pitch, so he's going to continue, hopefully for the rest of the game, as now here's Dalmedia Matthews, deep cross into the box. Oh, the keeper has spilled it, and it's come off the knee of Palazzo, but the flag has gone up. So again, the goal will be disallowed. That's the second time Burgess Hill in the game have had a goal chalked off for offside. That long ball forward as Jelif missed the ball. That's really the first thing he's got wrong all afternoon, but luckily for him, Palazzo was in an offside position, so it remains 2-0 for the time being. As Poets Corner look to get back in the game, but the pass down the far side goes out of play for a throw-in, which Purser has just had to jog over to pick the ball up and restart it. So we've played 64 minutes of the Sussex John Davey Cup final. Poets Corner trailing by 2-0 at Culver Road against Burgess Hill Town. Xander Silverthorne pouncing on a rebound after a missed penalty in the first half from Cartoni. Silverthorne missed a penalty himself in this half before Citrone got the second, and forward they come, Burgess Hill. They may get a third. The cross across the face of goal doesn't find anyone in a black and green shirt, and that will drop behind for a Poets Corner throw-in right in their own bottom right part of the pitch. And they've given possession away as Cartoni did well to win it, was holding the ball up as he had McCarthy right on him. It's cleared away. The long throw down the byline comes right off the head of Banks. It's again just booted away by Cartoni as Rogers tries to bring the ball down. It's hooked forward by Rowan Lawrence. Purser is there again just to chest it down, show composure. From behind, he was just full of the shirt of the Burgess Hill man. He's got, or the Poets Corner man rather, but he has got to be careful, Purser. He's already got a yellow card in this game. As the free kick is curled to this near side. Neat touch from McCarthy, who's spun away from his marker. McCarthy will shoot, but it's over the bar. Good individual play from Dylan McCarthy. Did well, brought the ball down, got beyond his marker, opened up the space on his right foot to shoot. But again, just can't find the intended target, as that goal kick is rolled short by Adams to Purser. Neat play from Bailey to keep the ball, plays it back to the goalkeeper, clears it forward. Cartoni almost inadvertently kicking the ball into his own chin, and there's another long ball for Burgess Hill. Citrone is there, he's already got one goal in the game. It's just his pass is shanked to the centre of the pitch, but here's Dalmedia Matthews for Burgess Hill. He's tackled from behind, it drops for Palazzo, who sees himself tackled, but he just jogs over, keeps the ball in play on this near side, finds Cartoni, edge of the penalty area. He's dispossessed by Winter, whose long ball forward is right at the feet of Dene, played wide for Palazzo, cross towards the far post. It's sailed over everyone, and in the end it's had to have been cleared away by Thornton. Still the Burgess Hill pressure is on. Dene rolls it into the penalty area. Lovely reverse pass, but the shot just drops wide of the post. Really neat play again by Burgess Hill. Just rolled into the penalty area, but the shot ends up just rolling wide. And again, there's just a bit of concern for a Poets Corner man. This time Serpil Rand is moving with a real limp in his step after trying to slide in and cut out that pass. And Poets Corner have got a player ready to come on. There's Serpil Rand after that, straight away. His manager, Trevor Wilson, just seeing the discomfort, and he's going to take him off, and there'll be a change at the back for Poets Corner. But play restarts with the goal kick up to the halfway line. Neat first time passing as Holland is able to find Banks. It's curled wide, but the pass is cut out. Dalmedia Matthews able just to poke it forward for a teammate. It's rolled into the path of Citrone, who's turned Winter. the latter is there to cut it out, but the referee has brought play back for the pull on Dalmedia Matthews' shirt. And it will be a throw-in, or free kick rather, in Burgess Hill's favour, which Dene is going to stand over. He plays it quick into the possession of Rogers in the penalty area, who's just able to get away from his man. It drops for Dene on the volley. Oh, and it's come off the inside of the post, and there was Palazzo right on the rebound, slams it in from 2 yards out. It's a real shame that effort from Rogers didn't go in from the edge of the box. Came off the inside of the post, it beat Jelliff at full stretch, but Palazzo, who a few minutes ago had a goal chalked off for offside, there he was on the rebound, smashes it in, and with 11 minutes to go of the Sussex John Davey Cup final, it's Poets Corner 0, Burgess Hill Town 3. This time the goal for Palazzo will count as he smashes it in on the rebound, and with a 3-goal cushion and 11 minutes to go of the game, you really do feel as if the Sussex John Davey Cup is going to be retained by Burgess Hill Town. And Poets Corner, for all their relentless pressure and effort to get themselves a goal in this game and try and keep their cup hopes alive, they fall to a 3-0 deficit. And in the meantime, Nico Citrone has been substituted off. He got the second goal in the game, and they've introduced Josh Brown. But in the meantime, Poets Corner hooked the ball long. Purser again is there to win his aerial duel, the Burgess Hill defender. Forward they go. It's a determined run from McCarthy. Picks up the ball on this near side, plays it in field, but the return pass from Evans can't find the intended target, and the goalkeeper Adams comes off his line, commanding his area, and will distribute it to Palazzo. His long ball forward, intercepted, but again will drop behind for the throw-in, which Cartoni plays in field. The forward will go Burgess Hill. Browning playing it centrally. It's now in the possession of Dene. Burgess Hill playing some really lovely football. First time passing in tight areas. Drops for Rogers, who returns it to Dene. The referee has again brought back play. He's going to award Burgess Hill a free kick after he had played advantage.
The official
which
attendance
Rogers will stand over as the official attendance, given us 209 for this afternoon. Very impressive for an Under-16s Cup final, as Dene stands over the free kick. It's not too far out for him to think about it, but he is very far right of centre is Dene. He will strike it, it's over the wall, but it's also over the bar, and will drop behind for a Poets Corner goal kick, which will actually be taken by their centre-half Winter. He plays it to the edge of his own area. Poets Corner still just being penned in over on that far side. Burgess Hill relentless even at 3-0 up in an attacking sense. Salem keeps possession. He's back with the ball at his feet. The Poets Corner wide man. Again, they just look to try and use width to their advantage. But the ball played along the line. Just can't find a sky blue shirt. Throw-in taken short. But Burgess Hill win back possession as the ball is played centrally in the possession of Rogers. First time pass is headed away as Palazzo was giving chase. All Poets Corner can do is clear the ball. That one just bobbling off the roof of the clubhouse to our left-hand side, but has bobbled back off that roof and onto the playing surface, so the throw-in gets play resumed. Cartoni able to turn away from Salem, play the ball backwards. He's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper Adams for Burgess Hill, who just rolls it short for Browning, who's come deep from central midfield to receive the ball, but it's a loose touch from Dene. Poets Corner now may get the chance to, at the very least, have a goal to cheer, but they've lost possession. And Adams will again just boot the ball long, clear any sense of danger. The ball just bobbling up in the air, no one able to get a full touch on it as play continues. Browning picks it up. He's cleared the ball right into the back of Rowan Lawrence. Again, Burgess Hill go long, and the ball drops for Salem, who pokes it forward. It is back with Salem. Poets Corner again looking to venture out wide. It's in the possession of Holland. Cross from the right wing. Purser heads it up behind him. It's cleared further behind. And again, Poets Corner of the ball crossing position on the near side. It's put into the penalty area. It's over the head of Salem and into the comfort of the gloves of the Burgess Hill keeper, Adams, who, with the ball in his hands, will just roll it short. It's now with Dene. Burgess Hill, you sense, just slowly trying to change the dynamic of the game. They're 3-0 up in the Sussex John Davey Cup final, but they could get a fourth. Here's Dalmedia Matthews, rolls it through to Palazzo. The flag has gone up on him, and he didn't even see his effort find the back of the net in the end. But look to try and capitalise quickly. The free kick taken quickly, but play will have to wait to be restarted, as Galloway's now going to come back onto the pitch, and they're going to see Sean Holland go off. As we await the free kick to restart play. Winter just again will roll it forward to the halfway line, but Dalmedia Matthews is straight in there to win the ball. Great tenacity from the Burgess Hill fullback. His long ball is cut out by Rowan Lawrence. Again, Poets Corner have to play the ball long. Salem with some neat footwork to play it wide for McCarthy, who looks to run in field. Finds Banks, who's got the option wide. Banks, he just holds it up, plays it back. And it's curved wide. And it will find Galloway, who's just been reintroduced to the play on this near side, playing it in field, finding the captain Evans, but he's been dispossessed. And again, Burgess Hill will just play out from the back and maintain possession, look to try and carve out an opportunity to make it 4-0 and really put the tin lid on it. As forward they go, but it's a loose touch from Rogers. And Poets Corner restart with the long throw, which McCarthy has won the flick on of, and he's got on the end of his own header, has McCarthy. Looks to try and knock it forward to the edge of the box where Rowan Lawrence was waiting. But right on his heels was Browning, who's got there first. And won back possession for his side. Now the goalkeeper, Adams, rolls it forward. Burgess Hill again just calmly maintaining possession, knocking it around neatly in their own half. Now forward they go. Good tackle from Evans. He kicks it right into Cartoni. Poets Corner take the throw, but the referee has stopped play because we're going to see another substitution, and off will go Evans, the Poets Corner captain, and he's just been told just come off over at the near side rather than the far one. So off he goes, and play restarts with the throw-in. Rowan Lawrence looking to find Salem, who's in possession. Good footwork from Salem, just about keeps it in play, but he's been dispossessed. It's a good tackle, and the ball now will drop for Saunders, plays it into the penalty area. Salem looks to try and set him up, but his pass is just under hit, and it's cleared away by the goalkeeper, Adams. Held back to Salem, edge of the area, who did really well to set himself up, but his effort, he shanked the left-footed volley, but flag went up in the end. It will be a Burgess Hill free kick on the edge of their own penalty area, which Adams again will just play short. They're in no rush, Burgess Hill. They're leading by 3 goals to 0 in the Sussex John Davey Cup final, and they're edging ever closer to retaining their title as we're now entering the final 2 minutes of regular time. And it really would take something quite spectacular from Poets Corner to take this game to penalty kicks, but with how Burgess Hill have just controlled the game over the last 5 minutes in possession amongst their own defensive third, and they've nullified any Poets Corner threat. They've just trying to see the game out, but they may get a fourth as it's rolled through in search of Brown, but he was in an offside position. The flag straight up. Again, the free kick is played short as Poets Corner just try and get themselves something out of this cup final. They just give away possession in the centre of the pitch as Salem wins it back, plays it forward, but there was Bailey to get there first, clear it forward. Palazzo looking to try and find a teammate. Poets Corner again, just play the ball long with McCarthy near side, plays it infield for LeMay. Just tries to put the ball into the penalty area down the left channel. But Adams there, he just takes his time with the ball in his own 6-yard box, just rolls it into his feet. Adams just plays it short on his own goal kick. Neat bit of play from Burgess Hill, have worked out from the back to play it forward. Palazzo's got the better of his marker. Palazzo surging towards the penalty area, but it's a good loss. Ditch challenge from Winter, got in there, stuck the foot in and was able to put it behind for a Burgess Hill corner, but with them already leading by 3-0. We've played the 80 minutes. We're going to have 4 minutes of added time in this Sussex John Davey Cup final. Burgess Hill Town 3-0 up against Poets Corner, and they may get a fourth from it, but it's as Bailey tried to stick his leg out and control it, it just escaped him. It's in possession of Rogers, far side, but he's dispossessed. Poets Corner are able to play the ball out. Here's Salem, plays it forward, and Poets Corner have got a man over here. It's 3-on-2 as they look to try and work the ball into the area. It falls on the edge of the box for McCarthy. Can he work a shooting opportunity? He can't. He lays it off, and Adams, really, that's the first save he's had to make all afternoon as he gets down low, does well to get both gloves on it. Again, he will just roll it short. It's played back into the penalty area. Is now Browning, play it forward. Again, Burgess Hill just trying to see out the game, and they may look to get that fourth goal. Dene flicks it forward. Palazzo is there first. Palazzo in the area, again dispossessed. He's unlucky, Palazzo, to not get himself a second goal for the afternoon. Scored Burgess Hill's third, which really finished the game off. As again, Burgess Hill with no real sense of urgency to get the ball forward and have to finish off the game. They're already leading by 3-0 in added time of the second half. As Browning gets away from his marker. Browning even dodges the sliding challenge from behind. Browning still going, but he just ventures further out wide, takes his time with the ball. Again, just showcasing that there's no sense of urgency to kill it off. And the long ball forward in the end just drops into the gloves of Jelliff, who will drop kick it forward. Really neat touch from Galloway, who plays it forward, and a foot race between Banks and Adams. It's the latter who wins it, just picks up the ball and will take his time with it, rolls it into the surface and plays his short kick to the edge of his own area. Cartoni in possession. Burgess Hill again just taking their time. No need to be forward thinking with it. They already lead by 3-0, but here is Palazzo, who may look to make it 4. Neat bit of footwork to just work a bit more space for him. He plays it back for Browning, who sets his sights on goal. And it was a tame effort, which Jelif just lets bounce and picks up the ball. Again, will roll it short, pumped forward by Poets Corner, but again, just unable to find that blue shirt. And it's in the comfort of the goalkeeper, Adams. And Burgess Hill in possession, centre of the pitch. Again, happy to take their time with the ball and just moving it quickly in their own half. Just letting the clock run down and letting Poets Corner do the running for them. Again, they go long. Winter able to nod it down, but it's right at Dalmedia Matthews, who's got the pace to beat him. And off goes Dalmedia Matthews into the penalty area. Looks to pull it across. His crossing is blocked. Plays it back for Browning. Now here's Rogers. He's been dispossessed. And there's the final whistle. Burgess Hill Town have retained the Sussex John Davey Cup. They've won it for the second season in a row. They're two-time winners and they're back-to-back winners. Poets Corner, they had the chance to win their first ever Sussex John Davey Cup. They've done ever so well, Poets Corner, to get to this stage, but they were just unable to get themselves a goal, and they did really well, in all credit to them. They caused Burgess Hill troubles, but even with 2 missed penalties, the Hillians were still able to find 3 goals. They got one in the first half after Charlie Cartoni stepped up from 12 yards. He saw Joe Jelif save his effort down the centre of the goal, but Xander Silverthorne followed right in, slammed the ball in from inside the 6-yard box. And in the second half, Silverthorne, he took a penalty. He also saw it saved by Jelif, but they weren't going to let that discourage them, Burgess Hill. They got a second, albeit it was a little bit of a scrappy goal. The ball launched forward. Jelif missed it. It bounced off the knee of Citrone, who then just made absolutely sure he'd score from right on the goal line, smashed it in with his right foot into the back of the net to make it 2, but there was still enough time for a third. Kai Palazzo picking up the ball on the edge of the penalty area, or rather, the ball picked up, it was by Rogers, who looked to curl one into the bottom left corner from outside the box. It bounced off the inside of the post, didn't go over the line, but there was Palazzo, who made absolutely sure he slammed it in, made it 3-0, and that was that. And as stated, Burgess Hill, who won this competition last season when they beat AS Eastbourne 4-2 in what really was a 6-goal thriller. Only half the goals this afternoon, but it was certainly still a very good encounter, end-to-end for the majority of the game. But when it's all said and done, Burgess Hill Town will be taking home the Sussex John Davey Cup. They've retained their title, and again their next generation of players who look to try and get themselves up further through the youth ranks, and maybe even try and get themselves into the Burgess Hill first team potentially in maybe a year or 2. It certainly helps them when they've got a winner's medal and a trophy to make up for it, as all the Sussex County FA representatives just get the cup ready and the winners and runners-up medals in the centre of the pitch to award to all the players and the coaching staff members who have all gone over to the dugouts on that far side. They're now just being given a team talk, as now the players are being called over just in front of us for a presentation of the medals and the cup. But clearly a lot of words to be said by the managers. Trevor Wilson of Poets Corner, who I'm sure will be very proud of his players and how well they did to get to this stage of the competition, put themselves 80 minutes away from winning the Sussex John Davey Cup. They may have fallen short, but when they've already had to win 7 games to get here, you can't discredit just how well they've done and how proud they would have made their manager. Steve Purser, of course, will be delighted with his team. They've won by 3-0. They're taking home the John Davey Cup. Still, they're all just going over their last few words with their coaching staff members. All of those young spectators who are supporting teams are now just coming back in front of us as we still just wait for the players to come over and be awarded medals and the trophy to be given as well. They've already been called over, but they're not going to come over just yet. Clearly the managers have got enough to say to their teams, as again the teams have just been called over to just in front of the main stand for the presentation to get underway, has overcome the Burgess Hill players who have got themselves a very nice memory even at the under-16s age group. Always brilliant to win a trophy, get yourself a winner's medal. I'm sure that a few of them will be going into school tomorrow morning and they can show that off to all their friends. But fair play to them when you look at it in all seriousness. They really controlled a professional performance from them. Even at 3-0 up, they kept going forward, tried to get another goal. They didn't get it, but just attacking wise, looked really sharp, very strong at the back as well. But maybe you could argue the same with Poets Corner. Were able to get forward, had tried to use their wide areas to get their goals. They were unable to in the end. But even defensively, albeit they conceded 3 goals, one of them a rebound, well, 2 of them rebounds, but still very strong performance from them, even if they've ended up losing the game 3-0. But all the players have come over and the trophy presentation will begin very shortly as Burgess Hill winning the Sussex John Davey Cup final. They win by 3 goals to 0 as we begin with, rightfully so, appreciation for the officials, the referee Mark Gidman, his assistant Steve Walker and Mark Spence. They're the first ones to be awarded their medals for the afternoon. Of course, without referees and match officials, you don't get games of football, so even though many people do give a bit of stick to the match, all credit to them, as now the manager of Poets Corner, Trevor Wilson, comes up. Perhaps it might be a little bit of a bittersweet feeling for him to pick up a runners-up medal. Same goes for all of his players, but again, credit to him and his side for getting to this stage of the competition, as Steve Purser, the Burgess Hill manager, comes over to be awarded his winner's plaque and medal, as he just gets a photo with the Sussex County FA representative awarding out those trophies, as now the Poets Corner players are awarded their runners-up medals. Again, a few smiles on their faces, which is always nice to see. Of course, you never like to lose a cup final as a player at any age group in any competition, but they take their medals. And again, you just have to give credit to them. 7 wins to get to this stage. They've done ever so well to get to the John Davey Cup final, albeit they haven't won it. They still could be full of pride for themselves. They can be very proud and use this to hopefully get themselves a good few results as the league season for them continues. They are bottom of their division with only 1 win this season, but still, as a team who have got to a cup final, they can try and use that as positivity, keep their heads high and go into the end of the league season as strongly as they can and try and keep themselves in the division, get a high place finish as possible, pick up as many points as they can, as the last few players are being given their runners-up medals. The goalkeeper there, Joe Jelliff, even though he conceded 3 goals, extremely impressive performance from him. He saved 2 penalties, albeit he conceded 3. Still a very good game, as they actually have ran out of runners-up medals there, so a few of them won't get them, as now the winners of the Sussex John Davey Cup final are awarded their winners' medals. You can hear the fine reception they get. The Burgess Hill Town Under-16s won it last season, have retained their title with a very impressive 3-0 victory, courtesy of goals from Xander Silverthorne, Nico Citrone and Kai Palazzo, even though Cartoni and Silverthorne both missed penalties in that second half. They still can be ever so delighted with themselves, and why not? They're cup winners. They've played in front of a really impressive crowd of just over 200 at Culver Road, as they are all awarded their winners' medals, and we await them. They all go over to that John Davey Cup as we await them to lift it. It'll be a very good moment for the captain, Ralphie Browning, who will get both hands on that cup and be able to celebrate with his teammates. As you can hear there, Xander Silverthorne getting a very big reception from all of his friends to our left. As the last few Burgess Hill players being awarded their winners' medals from the Sussex County FA representatives. Just the last 3 now, having those winners' medals placed around their necks as they get ready to lift the cup. They're all stood arm in arm, the Burgess Hill players, as the last man, Ralphie Browning, gets his medal wrapped around his neck as we await his trophy lift of the Sussex John Davey Cup. As over he goes, all his teammates just watching in anticipation, and over comes Browning. But first, before he lifts the trophy and celebrates with the cup, and then in front of the winners' barrier to our left, here's that trophy lift. Your champions of the Sussex John Davey Cup are Burgess Hill Town. There's the trophy lift from Browning, and he'll go over now just to take that photo in front of that winner's sign. Browning there with the cup in his hands as Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline rings out around Culver Road, as there's another trophy lift from the captain Browning. All the Burgess Hill Town players absolutely delighted. They're full of smiles, they're all hugging each other. But the winners of this season, Sussex John Davey Cup final for the 2nd season in a row, it's Burgess Hill Town who lift the trophy as they've done their trophy lift. It's all over at Culver Road. The 2nd season in a row, Burgess Hill Town have won the Sussex John Davey Cup final.